Where there is darkness, light. What is darkness? The absence of purity, the absence of morality, the absence of a higher awareness. And light, whenever it is brought to the presence of darkness, always nullifies the darkness. Light is a faster, higher energy. And whenever you are in a moment of darkness, if you're in your room at night, very often when we're in the dark, we think our most morbid, fearful, shameful, predictable thoughts that things aren't going to work out, that something bad is coming, that I'm afraid that it's going to turn in a way that I don't want it to turn. And you know what to do? Turn on the light. Just turn on the light. Like, get up and turn on a light and watch what happens. That when you bring light to the presence of darkness just in the surroundings, all of a sudden you can see that it's not going to be that way. Suddenly you're saying, or the thoughts that you had in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning when you were so worried and so fearful, and then you get up in the morning and you walk outside and you think, what the hell was I thinking? Why was I so afraid? Why was I predicting a disaster? Why was I thinking that something horrible was coming? Bring light to the presence of darkness. And in bringing light to the presence of darkness, it disappears. It's gone. Where there is sadness, let me bring joy. Here's a story that John Marks Templeton tells in his wonderful book, Worldwide Laws of Life. He said there lived an old man who was the personification of difficulty, irritable, messy, fighting with everyone, unwilling to clean up or help in any manner. No one was able to get along with him. Finally, after many frustrating months of trying to stay with the group, the old man left for Paris. Gurdjieff followed him and tried to convince him to return. But it had been too hard, and the man said no. Finally, Gurdjieff offered the man a very big monthly stipend if he would return to the community. How could the man refuse? When the old man returned, everyone was aghast. Upon hearing that he was being paid while they were being charged a fair sum just to be there, the community was up in arms. Gurdjieff called everyone together for a meeting, and after hearing all of their complaints, he laughed and explained, "This old man is like yeast for bread. Without him here, you would never really learn about anger, irritability, patience, and compassion. That is why you pay me and why I hire him with your money." Isn't that great? So when you have sadness, frustration, all of this kind of stuff, you have to figure out a way to love it. And the way that you love it is by bringing joy to it. You have to love your sadness. You have to love and appreciate that this is something that is taking you to a better and a higher place. It's exactly what I did with about my father, and how it was the turning point in my life. How I had taken something that was sad and frustrating and angry producing and so on, how I had taken that and brought joy to it. And when you bring joy, you're bringing one of the very highest frequencies in the universe to the presence of that sadness. And sadness cannot live with joy. Do you know you can't laugh and cry at the same time? That you can't literally be sad and experience joy in the same moment. You have to take one or the other. And joy nullifies sadness. It cancels it. It trumps it, if you will. You have to send love inside and make yourself an orange that is filled with love juice. And that's what you send out. And that's what the great spiritual masters taught us. And we don't always do it. I certainly don't always do it. I do it much more than I used to because I'm better than I used to be. But I'm still not there 100% of the time. When I'm not there, I am conscious of it. And that's a start in not being there as frequently. Make every effort to bring love. And what is love? It says it right in the scriptures. God is love. And he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in me, and I in him.